It's a beautiful, crisp evening here in Arizona, and while the temperatures may be a bit chillier here in the desert, things are just starting to heat up inside GCU Arena as the Lopes women's basketball team will look to strike while they're hot, trying to string together a third straight win. And I'll tell you what, the heat is on as conference competition begins tonight. That's right, we're opening WAC play tonight in front of a packed house with the Vaqueros in town. Kate Longworth welcoming you here to the Lopes Pregame show. The Havocs and folks in the house tonight celebrating First Responders Night. Meanwhile, we're sounding the sirens because the calendar may still read November, but believe it or not, WAC play is upon us. Earlier than ever, Bryce Drew's crew up in down in Texas rather, and UTRGV in the house tonight to face Molly Miller's squad. And we're here to get the table set for the feast that is ahead, and so time now to bring in the rest of our broadcast crew. Barry Patel, he knows everything when it comes to GCU athletics, and tonight he is joined by April Schilling, who brings with her credentials as both a player and coach at the collegiate and WNBA levels. And guys, I can't believe we're talking conference play, but that just ensures us we're in for an exciting evening tonight.
No doubt about it. When conference play starts, the excitement level ratchets up in April, and so glad to have you alongside. Of course, you played college basketball at Tennessee and UCSB, and also a WNBA coach. So we definitely have yet another expert alongside, which is very, very gladly needed here as we bring you women's basketball.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. It's going to be a great matchup. You know, Molly's team has played the toughest non-conference schedule in program history, and I think it's given them some momentum, you know, going into this matchup tonight.
Yeah, they're coming in 4-2 overall, and as you also were a part of those last two victories, 2 straight in the GCU Classic, they were pretty dominating in those 2 victories.
They were. You know, one of the things that Molly and her staff really focused on during that break is they called it boot camp, and they really focused on the defensive principles. They the last 2 games, and I think it paid off because the last 2 games the opponent shot 26% from the field and forced 18 turnovers. So whatever they're doing, it's working, and hopefully it'll carry over tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And because of that, they have some newcomers that have been shining stars, and one of them, former California Baptist standout, their leading scorer and rebounder, Trinity San Antonio. Wow.
Wow, she has a motor, doesn't she? She's really fun to watch. TSA was all WAC first team a year ago for Cal Baptist, but now she's in a Lopes uniform, and she is a stat sheet stuffer. She leads the team in almost every category, points, assists, and at 5'10", leads the team in rebounds. She does a great job of getting her teammates involved, and you know, I think she accounts for 43% of the Lopes scoring plays. So it'll be great for her to get off to a good start tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking opposing coaches probably want to make sure where TSA is on the hardwood at all times. Somebody that's been in this system with Coach Miller throughout has been Tiara Brown, and man, she just plugs and plays when under Coach Miller in this system.
Right, just a 4-year starter. You know, Tiara Brown just has this defensive moxie and is tough. She brings toughness and confidence to her team when she's on the court. She kind of does it all. She takes charges, she blocks shots, she slashes to the rim. Tiara Brown's a great addition, consistent player for the Lopes.
Yeah, leads the team with 5 blocks. Then if you need maybe a long distance shot, even to win it at the buzzer, it's Nadia Evans, and man, is she clutch, and she certainly showed it in the season opener against St. Mary's.
How about that? That's a good way to start your season, a buzzer beating at home. The Havocs are going nuts. Fantastic start for the Lopes, where they beat St. Mary's in the opener, went from a 22-0 run to end the game.
That was the 5th of 3 3-pointers for Nadia Evans. Now, the Vaqueros come in 0-5. Their leading scorer is Ayanna Dorsey. Similar style, perhaps, to Trinity San Antonio?
A little bit similar in her production on the offensive end. She also accounts for about 43% of the Vaqueros offense. She is a little more off the ball, though. She's what we call a high percentage shot taker. She's either shooting threes or getting to the rim or getting to the free throw line. So for the analytics out there, she's a good one to watch because she does all the things that help her team win.
Yeah, at 19.4 points per game, she's hitting quite a few buckets. It's going to be a great one, Kate. And believe it or not, here we are at the end of November and conference basketball underway here at GCU Arena.
I actually can't believe it, so I'm not going to let you go that easy. I want to talk a little bit more about that. What challenges do you guys think come from starting conference action this early?
You know, I think as a coach, Kate, it's a little bit difficult because you always break this season up in 3 parts: non-conference, conference, and then postseason play. So it's a really early test. But like I said, the non-conference schedule that the Lopes have been on this season, you know, we've seen Pac-12, Big Sky, we've seen everyone come in here, and so I think they're ready for this.
Yeah, we wonder if the Havocs are ready, though, coming early, as they have to amp up a little bit earlier than they're accustomed to for conference play. But the turnout here tonight for women's basketball looks good early on, Kate.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever catch the Havocs off their game. And really, I don't think you can catch Molly Miller's squad either. Thank you, guys. We'll see you at the top of the hour with the call. We're going to continue the Lopes pregame show coming your way as the Lopes celebrate first responder night off the court, and on the court, let me tell you what, they're always celebrating TSA. We're going to get to know a little bit more about Trinity right after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Being a champion starts with care, preparation, and the desire to win. As a fierce fighter for injured clients, Sweet James knows what it takes to be a winner when the stakes are high and winning matters. Injured accident victims who hire Sweet James can count on a 98% winning record, over $1 billion in settlements, and pay nothing until we win. The greatest athletes are your champions on the court. Sweet James is your champion in the courtroom. Awarded Best Attorneys in America.
Wow, that's hot.
Fresh grilled, that's hot. Mesquite Fresh Street Mex, where authentic meets modern. Visit us today at one of our valley-wide locations.
Kate Longworth will welcome you back here to the Lopes pregame show, where I can give you a million and one reasons why you want to be tuned into basketball tonight, mainly because WAC conference play is already upon us. It's a game for all ages tonight as women's basketball team goes head-to-head with a conference foe in UTRGV. Well, we're going to get the table set to see what's in store for Molly Miller's squad, but first let's get to know a couple more of the players. And in her first year in the Lopes uniform, it hasn't taken Trinity San Antonio very long to settle in with her teammates and lend them a helping hand. In fact, she leads all of the WAC with 50 assists so far this season. And speaking of assists, we got an assist as well when we called upon Jim Howell to give us the 411 on TSA.
And as long as we're talking about acronyms, let's switch from GCU to TSA to talk to one of our several transfers that have made their way to Phoenix to play for your Lopes this winter. And we're talking about Trinity San Antonio, or TSA, if you will. First of all, how does it feel? Is it something you had to get used to be calling yourself a Lope instead of a Lancer?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult when the L's get mixed up sometimes. Yeah, and it's kind of similar schools, like aspects like purpose-driven, stuff like that. So it's a little bit of adjustment, but I think I'm adjusting well.
You had kind of established yourself at CBU. What made you decide, hey, I think I need a new change and GCU is the right fit for me?
I think just the pieces to build on to a championship is what I was looking for. And we kind of already had the pieces here established. So it's depending on whether I want to rebuild or whether I want to go to somewhere where there's establishment and there's people that are already have like licks under their belt.
Now, of course, yes, you're a veteran of D1 college basketball, but everything's an adjustment. Yeah. When you came here, what was maybe the biggest thing you had to adjust to?
The heat. Yeah, we came, I think, in like May, and I didn't expect to like not be able to go outside at all. Yeah, that was different. Yeah.
You kind of glad you play an indoor sport?
Yeah, I'm really glad.
Now, when you a lot of times when I ask somebody what's your job title because they rebound well, or they play the point guard well, or they shoot from the outside well, you can play 4 different positions. If I ask you what your job description is, what would you say?
The hustler. I think that's the perfect fit. Like, hustle to get rebounds, hustle to make plays, hustle to not give up, even if we're down 20, like that type of hustle.
But sometimes, and we've already seen some of that early in the season, sometimes that hustle leads you to another H word, horizontal. We've already seen you on the floor hustling and diving and all that for loose balls. That also leads to another H word. How do you stay healthy?
Yeah, definitely recovery is a big component. So like ice bath every day, making sure my legs are good. Like right now I'm sore, I'll probably be sore tomorrow too. But just making sure that every day I'm still actively making sure my body is ready to go for tomorrow. You're
one of several transfers into this system, and obviously it's a very intricate system. Everybody's got to find their place, and that takes a little while. Where do you kind of see this team, how far down the road do you see this team kind of fitting and gelling together?
I think because we have so much depth and so many pieces that we can play at any time, that the puzzle shifts depending on the game, depending on the matchup. If we're playing, 6'2" girls, or if we're playing some fast guards, we have different people with different qualities that can kind of like make their match. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it going to take for this system to hoist that trophy in Las Vegas?
I think consistency is always going to be key. So the hard days, the days where we are sore, where we're a little sluggish, where we're probably on the road for 5 days, can we push through mentally is the biggest aspect.
Thank you very much. As Barry mentioned with April earlier in our show, and as we just saw, TSA a threat to all incoming and trying to take flight here in GCU Arena. We'll see what Trinity has in store for fans in attendance tonight here at GCU Arena. And just a reminder, no, you're not confused. It is November, yet we are talking conference action because earlier than ever before, both the men's and women's team are facing WAC foes tonight in UTRGV. Bryce Drew's team on the road in Texas, and we are bringing you all the action here right behind us with a live matchup between the Vaqueros and the Lopes. That's all coming your way, and as mentioned, they are celebrating First Responder Night here inside GCU. So what all does that mean? We're going to fill you in right after this quick break.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
The future looks good. The future looks good to me. We'll find our way back. We're on the right track, and we don't look back. No, no. The future looks good.
Welcome back to the Lopes Pregame Show, coming your way, where lots of GCU athletics on display tonight. But center court, it's going to be all about women's basketball as Molly Miller's Lopes takes on the WAC foe in UTRGV, kicking off conference action. Kate Longworth welcoming you back here to the Lopes Pregame Show, and I'm joined now by Lieutenant Brian Handia. But thank you so much for being here. And before we even get started, Lieutenant, I want to first thank you for your service to our great state.
Thank
we
you
appreciate
very much.
it.
It's our honor, and I want to take this opportunity to thank President Mueller Chief Sullivan of our police department, State 48 for being out here, and the whole student at campus. It was a great experience before the game, and I'm really looking forward to a Lopes win tonight.
Yeah, it was a really fun experience, I know, for so many in attendance for tonight's game, because the game hasn't even tipped off yet, but there was a tailgate party beforehand, celebrating the community, allowing kids to go and see the police vehicles up close and personal, and like you said, just a great opportunity to spread the word about what the Phoenix Police Department is all about. How important has this partnership been with GCU?
Oh, extremely important, and just to be the Phoenix Police Department, we're one of the leaders in our community. GCU is one of the leaders in the Phoenix community, and just to have this partnership where we can give students a direct access to a lifelong career to serve their purpose,
right,
and help provide for their families is extremely important. And I wish we'd have gotten involved together sooner, but we're here now, so.
Right, and now you can take advantage of the message you're trying to spread in the sense that you want people to know Phoenix Police Department is a great place to work. Why? Why is it such a great time to be a part of the team?
We are such a family atmosphere. We support each other. We protect each other. First and foremost is family, and the citizens of this community are our family. So, and the amount of opportunities that we have, where, you know, we talked about students can come serve their purpose, whatever they're interested in. We have over 80 specialty details, and not just with the police department. I mean, selfish. I want to hire sworn and civilian personnel for the police department, but we have so many career fields within the city of Phoenix. So if a student in the GCU community is coming from the College of Education or technology or the Colangelo School of Business, we have those career opportunities that they can come work for the city of Phoenix.
I thought that was so amazing to hear over 80 specialty details, because you're really tapping into so many different skill sets and different passions. And I just wondered, once you are working for the Phoenix Police Department, what do you think you gain from serving your community?
Well, my favorite in the Phoenix Police Department, I was a canine handler for 8.5 years. I absolutely loved the dog service. It was great. I miss it every day, but I'm old now, so I can't do it anymore. But whether it's investigations or school resource officer, community action officer, or you just want to go and work the street and be a patrol officer for 25, 30 years, we have all those opportunities. So whatever you're interested in, riding bicycles, flying helicopters, dive team, driving our specialty vehicles that you got to see out here tonight, we have those opportunities, and we're hiring now.
Yeah, and it's important to know, too, it's a competitive field. If you sign up to be a part of this team, you're going to be well respected and compensated.
Absolutely. We're the highest paid agency in the state. Socioeconomically, we're one of the highest paid in the country, and the opportunities abound. So take GCU students. I know we have a lot of students out there who are paying their own way to go to college. City of Phoenix offers $6,500 a year to put towards your college education. So you can come and work for us at the same time, get your degree at GCU. It's paid for by the City of Phoenix. That's one of the huge benefits that we have.
How do people get more information if they're interested in joining the team?
You can go to joinphxpd.com for any job in the Phoenix Police Department, sworn or civilian, or communications, or if you go to phoenix.gov/jobs, all of our career opportunities are there.
Well, thank you once again, Lieutenant Hanania. We appreciate your time and your service. And as mentioned, you can find out all the information if you'd like to be a part of the Phoenix PD. And we thank those of you at home who are watching who are first responders. They're being celebrated tonight here in the arena, but we are, of course, grateful for what you do for the community. And we are going to continue the festivities here at the GCU Arena as we not only celebrate those first responders, but we're also going to talk with the first in command here when it comes to women's basketball. That, of course, being Molly Miller. We will sit down with her right after this quick break.
Feeling uneasy about your financial future? You need a partner that helps lighten the load. Welcome to Global Credit Union. It means early payday, your paycheck up to 3 days early with direct deposit, accounts with no NSF fees, and a mobile app with tools to help you manage your family budget. At Global, we take member care seriously, with branches near you and a 24/7 U.S.-based call center staffed by real people. Join us at Global Credit Union.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the fastest growing universities in the country. Located in Phoenix, Arizona, GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs. In 2020, campus students received over $157 million in scholarships, and many attended for less than the cost of a state university. Scholarships are still available. Get your offer now at gcu.edu/myoffer.
Kate Longworth, welcome you back now to the Lopes Pregame Show, and our very own Barry Boutel had a chance to talk with Coach Molly Miller about tonight's game plan. Take a listen.
Thanks, Kate. And Coach, you guys are 4-2 rolling into the conference opener tonight against UTRGV. Winners of 2 straight. You sweep through that GCU Classic. How you feeling about your squad?
Good. We're catching our stride a little bit. We got a lot of new faces, so a lot of players to work with and get in the mix and figure out how it all fits together. So that's what this time of year is, and we've really challenged ourselves in the non-conference with the toughest schedule since I've been here. So we got to learn quick and not a lot of breathing room to do that.
You feel good about the last 2 in regards to 76 total points in those 2 victories? You feel good about your defense?
Yeah, what I feel good about is we practice defense and half-court defense specifically, basically 2 days leading up to the game. So it was good to see that come to fruition on our Thanksgiving Classic, but it was also nice to see different lineups in there too. You know, right now our coaching staff is seeing what works, who plays well with who, and so we're just experimenting a little bit.
Yeah, of course, that is the new era of college basketball. Everyone getting newcomers, and one of them, as you mentioned earlier, is Trinity San Antonio, the leading scorer for your squad.
Man, is she fun to watch.
Is she ever.
She is just a motor out there. She goes hard. She gets to the rim really nicely, as you can see there, but she's one that on both ends doesn't quit. She's a two-way player. We can put her at the point guard. We can put her at the off guard. She'll play defense on 1 through 4. She's really a talent and a special kid for our program.
Now, when you saw her play at a competing school, you had to think that maybe she would fit your system pretty well.
Oh yeah, you know them when
right.
you're playing against them 2 times, 3 times, maybe if you see them in the tournament. And for us, when she went in the portal, it was like, this kid is built for this system. How much success would she have? And us too. I think it was a win-win when we got her on the telephone.
Well, you also have a player that's been here a while, and she is definitely locked into your system in Tiara Brown. What are you seeing from her early on?
Well, they're fun to play together, put out there together.
Yeah.
Trin and Tiara can go out and really make some things happen, but she's just grown in the system, T has, and she's, again, a two-way player, both offensively and defensively. We can rely on her a lot, and a leader, you know, and she might not be the most vocal, but she's going to lead by example because she gives it her all, and she leaves nothing on that court at the end of the day.
5 blocks leading the Lopes is Tiara Brown. How about a buzzer beater to start the season? And Nadia Evan drains the 3. It was one of 5 3-point shots that she made in that opener against St. Mary's. Nadia Evans, she certainly has ice water running through her veins.
Oh, that was fun. Not a better way to display the new logo than going viral on game 1. So that was fun for the crowd also. We had a great crowd here for women's basketball, and that was really showcased. But Nadia is just one of our consistent players. We're putting the ball in her hand at the end of the game because she gets it from not only a basketball IQ standpoint, but how she fits within the puzzle. So it's really nice to have Nadia the reliable on your team right now.
And then you got a big down in the low post in Olivia Lane, the transfer from North Dakota. She has gelled, battling some nicking injuries that have kind of nicked her up a little bit, but she's back in the lineup.
Yeah, she's about one of the toughest players that I've ever coached. She can be a threat down there, but she's also on the boards constantly. She's one that, you know, as we try to keep her healthy, she's willing to rehab, prehab, fight through any kind of ache and pain that she has, but a tough kid that we're glad is on our team.
Now, you face a team in UTRGV, head coach Lane Lord. They're coming in 0-5, but you know the coach pretty well. What are you going to see from the Vaqueros here tonight?
Lane makes his teams play hard. They're going to do a lot of dribble penetration, dribble drive mentality, try to get downhill on us. Obviously, Dorsey is a big key to victory for us, shutting her down. She's a big piece to that. But they came in here and got one from us on an opener a couple years ago. So I think for us, it's just going to be about consistency. No matter who we play, we want to come out with a good game plan and preparation and focus.
I know coaches don't like to look ahead, but this is the last home game before 4 straight on the road, and you got some pretty worthy, tall tasks ahead of you on the road.
Yeah, yes we do. You know, another conference game, UTA, it's a tough place to play, but as well, we've got some heavy hitters in Middle Tennessee and Liberty, so we're excited. I think for for us, this non-conference slate has put us in a position to really challenge who we are and get us ready for conference.
And when you talk about the conference, what do you see ahead in this Western Athletic Conference as far as your opponents?
You know, you watch, I am almost glued to the ESPN Plus app because every time there's a game, I love to watch them, and I think our conference has fared well so far. But when you get into conference play, it's just so different. You know, every game is a little bit of a different variety. So getting to know our opponents right now for the non-conference, but will help us in the conference play is going to be key. But then when it comes conference time, you got to bring your best because at the end of the day, you know, it matters for RPI and rankings and where you rank in that conference tournament. So this game holds a lot of weight in March.
Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, head coach Molly Miller. Kate, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, thank you, Barry, and thank you, Coach, for your time. It's great to find out what is in store for this team, not only tonight, but in the season ahead. And we've got a lot of great things coming your way for tonight as we get you set for tip-off in this WAC home opener for the women's basketball team. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll keep the party going here at GCU Arena.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
It's on? It's my name! Tira! I want to do the clap. We're sucking up.
Play better defense.
Play my game over.
I don't know, a little risky move to make fun of the person who's in charge of how many minutes you play in a game, huh? Nah, the women's basketball team having a little fun, poking fun at their coach, Molly Miller, who brings a lot of energy courtside. You're going to see it all play out tonight. She preaches that energy and carrying it onto the court, and also a scrappy defensive style where you never let up. And it'll be exciting to see what all plays out here against UTRGV tonight as conference action gets started here at GCU Arena. And we're walking you along, dancing and singing as we get you ready for an exciting game ahead. Barry and April have the call on the other side, so we'll take a quick break, grab a snack, and we'll be right back with women's basketball.
Lisa has ever been to get a car wash. And why shouldn't she be? Superstar is known as the #1 car wash for quality. Lisa's confidence is soaring because Superstar's ceramic sealant is the best in the ceramic sealant game. Just look at those suds. No amount of dirt and debris can take away from the sparkling shine of her mom mobile. Lisa loves Superstar Car Wash so much that she signed up for the monthly plan to get unlimited washes. And you should too. Visit superstarcarwash.com today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Check it out. Imagine how much Mountain Dew is in there.
fast. To the two.
Live from the heart and soul of Phoenix, welcome to the campus of Grand Canyon University, where tonight, Phoenix PD Recruiting presents this Western Athletic Conference opener as the GCU Lopes host the UTRGV Vaqueros. Good evening and welcome to GCU